Hello, it's Gloria here today. I'm coming to you with a little bit of a different video. I have a little bit of a haul to show you, a little vintage book haul. All these books I have here, I can't find a copyright, but I just thought I'd quickly show them. I have a few of these already that I have found at a Goodwill. So I got these off of Facebook Marketplace. I think she used them just for decorative reasons, but that is a vintage songbook. So that was in the haul. This one too, I could not find a copyright date. If anybody has heard of this book, Mabel Vaughn, Miss Cumming. I love the cover. I just thought this would make such a beautiful journal cover, and I love like the pictures are on like a glossier paper, and then there's like a tissue paper, and then the font in this book. I just love the font in this book. I just think it's so cool. So that was one. I'm not going to go through every book. I got 22 books, I believe. So all of these are cool. I really like this one too, The Merchant of Venice. The play, I love the font and the writing. I can tell it's old, but I can't find a date in this one either. So anyway, there's that one. Ballads and Narrative Poems. Again, very, very cool for junk journals to add. I don't think I found a date in this one as... Oh, wait, I did. Here. This is probably the third or second printing. So this one goes from 1951 to 1956. So I think that's still considered vintage. I got this book as well. It has no date, but it looks like it's more of a children's book. The font is quite cool. There are some illustrations in it. I do like the cover as well. You can tell it's pretty aged. Another cool book, Mistress Masham's Repose by T.H. White. Very cool cover. Very cool on the inside. But again, there is no date that I can find, but you can tell it's pretty old. So there was that one. This one made me laugh. The New Basic Readers, The New Streets and Roads. It's from a school. Oh, it does. It has 1957 stamped from the school. So it must be at least that old. And it has like the, sorry if I'm too close to the camera, it has like the colorful pictures in it. It looks very vintagey. So that to me was a cool find. This book called Heidi. Cool cover. I think too it is look at grade 3. So maybe has some cool photos and drawings. So that was one. A Famous Book of Fairy Tales. This one did not have a date that I could see. I could have missed it, but same thing. It has the cool glossy photo that you could make a journal card out of or something. And some very yummy vintage paper. You can just feel that it's old. So those were exciting to find. I did find these too. These were from the 40s, I believe. 1931. So this is 1931, I think, to the like early 40s. Very vintage. The paper feels just like wonderful. You can see it's been around, but I love the cover again. This book is called The Yearling by Marjorie Keenan Rawlings, and it is I know there was a date in this one too. It might be in between here. Or it might be in the back on this one. But anyway, these were in the 40s. So cool book. The Winston Dictionary. I thought this one was super uber cool. I really like this one. This is 1945. I'm assuming it's the later date. So it's a dictionary, but it is so... I don't think the camera even does it justice of how brown and vintagey it has become. So I'm super stoked to have that. And then this one is A Book of Fairy Stories by Good Housekeeping, 1947. And it has the whole library card in the back. I thought that was quite cool. And again, a different font. Just kind of nice to have like the different size books and the fonts. I have 3 here that I'm quite stoked about. The Story of Peter Pan. Look at that cover. Now, the spine is ripped, but you could make cut it apart and make a hidden spine out of this one. I could not find a date, but same thing. The pictures are kind of glossy, and then the newsprinty kind of where the paper is. And this one you can see, sorry, looking at the paper, you can see it's quite aged. So that one was kind of nice. I love the cover on this one, and it makes me laugh because I think this is like a vet book. The Horse and His Diseases by Jennings, and it says Potter, so I don't know if that's the publisher, but cool cover. Super stoked. I don't have a date, but it is old, I can tell. And look at the font. It is different than anything I've seen today. So just, yeah, I was quite pleased with my little haul. This one's called Lorna Doone by R.D. Blackmore, and I think the publisher is Collins. Another cool cover. And this one is like super vintagey. Like the camera doesn't even show like how brown, and this, it's just got a lot of junk journal yumminess written all over it. I'm most excited for this pile though. These are all before 1920, and I have a couple in here that are, this one doesn't to me look as old as some of the others, but this one is copyrighted at 1900, and I'm too close to the camera, I apologize. Oh, sorry. So this book here, super cool, has some old writing in it. It doesn't, like I said, look super vintagey to me. It is yellowed around the pages, but that is the latest copyright I could find on that one. So that is that book. Now this one I was like, I'm going to read this one because I was so stoked to find it. So this book has written in it by the owner 1905. But the copyright I found, if I can find it, is 1847. Are you ready? Jane Eyre. I love anything Jane Austen. So this book was so exciting to me, and look how brown and how yummy. Look at that. I am going to read that book first though. This one too, it has a really old, early 1908. The Heir of Redcliffe, and it has Young, and it's A something Burt Company. So another really cool hardcover that eventually could be used as a journal. And again, really old, vintage, different color and different font, which if you do junk journals, you'll understand my obsession. This one too, I was really thrilled to find. It is falling apart a little bit. The pages are super old and vintage. It is Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Look at that. And look at the pages. Like you can even tell when you hear the paper, it's old. So cool. I was so excited. This one, Prisoner of the Sea by F.M. Kingsley. Beautiful cover again. This one is 1903 that it was presented to the person or awarded to, and I could not find another date, I don't believe, but cool find for junk journaling. I'm almost done. The Broken Halo by Florence L. Barclay. I have no idea what this book is about. It is early 1900s. 1913 was when the person received it. So even that is so cool. And the photos, look at that. I'll just go down a bit. And they have like the tissue paper over the photo. 1913. Pre-war. Pre-World War I. Makes you wonder where these books have been and their history. Now this book, I bust out laughing when I saw the title. Just because I don't know. It just seemed kind of strange. But anyway, this book is 1919. It's called Bunny Brown and his sister Sue Giving a Show. So it's about basically these little kids. I got kind of had to flip through to make sure, putting on a little play for some of their friends. So, and there was like a photo in it as well. So another old cool book. Makes me wonder who had read it. The history. This one is called The Prospective Mother. So I have a feeling this is kind of like what to expect when you're expecting, but for 1920. And it is a cool book as well. I don't know if I would probably use this more for collage or and make sure that the words on the page are appropriate. They're talking medical terms. This one is called The Little Lady of the Big House, Jack London. Another cool cover that I just think is so nice. It looks like it's from a library, 1916. So that is very cool for me. I have been on the look for like vintage documents. I mean, I know Europe and UK has so much history. They seem to have more of that. So I was just happy that I could find a book that had 1800 in it. And this one too, I love this cover. It's called Greg Speed Studies. But it is 1917. And I liked the font. And it's just talking about like how to write correctly. To me, I mean, our kids aren't even taught how to write cursive today. Here they show you how to hold your arm. Oh, it looks like shorthand. Oh, it's a shorthand. How cool is that? Oh my goodness. This, I didn't really flip through this book. I just kind of looked at the date. This to me is super cool. Super, super cool. I like it. Anyway, just a quick video today. So these are my pre-1920s, and then these are my 1920 to early 40s, and then I have a few that have no dates. So I just wanted to share my book haul with you today. Even though Jane Austen wasn't the most, or Jane Eyre wasn't the most, the oldest one, that's the one I was most excited about, just because I love Jane Austen. Yeah, and Huck Finn and some of the classics. So there's some of the spines of the older ones. So I am excited to start creating with this. And I may do up some paper packs to sell. I haven't set up my Etsy shop yet, as I mentioned in my one of my previous videos, but I'm working on it. So when I do, I will kind of put a blurb out there that I've set it up and I got some vintage papers in there to sell. Thanks for watching and sharing in my excitement. I figured junk journals would understand. Have a great day. Bye.